All right.
He suffers
Preview.
from an
Previews.
abundance of personality.
Previews.
An abundance of personality.
That's happened.
Okay. He's doing a Sean Connery.
No,
Oh,
I'm
what's
just doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
That sounds
All
like
right.
the guy from
Do
Fast.
we want to, in the spirit of the fact that we have too much DC content, do we want to start with Marvel and Image?
Well, we've all got a DC book, and we've only got one Marvel one.
We
so
do, but I've got my iPad one.
This is why
There's
DC gets
like three things
all
I was
the
going to
cover.
call on Marvel
Go on.
that were interesting. So
Queen in Black.
the first one, Queen in Black is coming out. Here's what's amazing to me: they're not starting to pump Armageddon yet.
No.
Well,
You got like this
no.
preview. You got these two series that are coming out that are like prelude to Armageddon.
Yeah.
You've got like a Captain America thing and a Wolverine thing that lead up to Armageddon. But you would expect them to have some like lead up to this thing.
Which leads me to believe that I don't know how excited I'm going to get
About
Armageddon. Well, because
I want there to be a good Marvel thing.
What I do too, and I would like a good, solid Avengers story again. And
I remember those.
Well, that's what supposedly the Armageddon
That's
thing is going to lead us to a new thing.
We'll see. We'll see. We could. I mean, it doesn't do me any good that I don't want to be negative about Marvel. Maybe sometimes why we don't talk about Marvel so much. I wasn't really asking for another story in the Brand New Day time frame.
Well,
But it's
can they fix it?
Well, will they be allowed to fix it? The only way they can fix it is the Mary Jane.
I don't even know why I'm making the face.
Yeah. Well, what? I mean, Grant Dan Slott's writing it.
That doesn't mean
Well, I mean,
what it used to mean.
No,
I mean, I
no,
love
you're
it,
right.
but-
Well,
You're right.
that's where I'm like, okay, if you had to tell me an old Spider-Man guy was coming back, okay, fine, but I'm still not sold because, to me, Brand New Day. Well, that's just another Spider-Man story. I mean, are you gonna harp on that Mary Jane and him aren't together anymore?
So this is because unless I'm mistaken, and I could be because I'm not, isn't the new Spider-Man movie the sub thing called
Yes.
Brand New
Yeah,
Day?
yeah,
so that's
yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
the
maybe it's got nothing to do with the
Who knows?
thing.
You know what's
Who
funny to
knows?
me? They took what's universally considered the worst Spider-Man story ever made.
No, that was One More Day.
Is that One More Day?
Well, it was called One More Day. Oh, that's
indeed.
right.
Oh.
Brand New Day. Oh, sorry, guys. Well, I just
Okay.
hear New Day and I start. Yeah,
No. It was One Moment in Time. Omit.
And One More Day, but start up afterwards. I mean that
then it
time
was
frame.
Brand New Day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, that one, terrible story. But they decide, you know what we're going to do with this movie universe? We're going to make it where everybody forgets the guy. That's what we're doing.
Which, kind of, almost.
Well, that is what happened.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Well,
Why? We all hate it.
But just hear me out.
Yeah.
Just for a second. Hear
We all
me out.
hate it.
I know. But don't you feel like there's a little bit of a missed opportunity here? Because we've already got, what's his name? Borat as
Mephisto?
We could have Sacha Baron Cohen, who I actually quite like when he's not being Borat or Ali G. That was funny for about a second. Sorry, opinions vary, I'm sure. But we could have done a Mephisto, I will take your love kind of a thing, and that could have. But instead, we went with the Doctor Strange mix, so everyone forget.
Either way, the whole thing was not that he made the deal with Mephisto. The reason we hate it is because everybody forgot. But what they do in the movie, they didn't forget. So hopefully the Brand New Day, they'll be like, oh yeah, this is good.
I tell you why I hated that whole storyline is they broke Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
Oh,
up.
yeah,
Okay,
and
that's
that's
what
still-
I don't care that people forgot about all that because that gets rewritten. But if the only thing I can say about Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yes.
Hickman's run, and
Right.
I just went back and read the last one, and it is kind of Hickman going, see guys, because it's
better.
Well, they flash back with. I will say, if you can make Clark and Lois's marriage work,
Yep.
and now I wouldn't even I wouldn't even want to entertain an idea that you break that up because
Nope.
that I mean, I don't need Hal to get married. I don't need
No.
Bruce to get married.
No.
But I never would. You would never have sold me on that before. That Clark and Lois being married would work as well as it has.
Yep.
That's marriage alone. I think that other than Reed and Sue in the Marvel universe,
Right.
Yep.
you could have Peter and Mary Jane married and it not be, well, we always wanted to be a hard luck teenager. Well, if you're not going to warp him back to being 15,
Yeah.
then you could have left that marriage alone.
Yes.
Well, in the
And-
hard luck case, at some point, you want your hero to move on. You want growth in that character. If you keep yanking him back,
Yeah, I mean, there was time when
Then
Mary
that
Jane was
hooks
a
things up.
top-paid model, in the McFarlane years, and then, busted back to broke because she had a stalker.
She was also the star of Secret Hospital.
Yes.
That's
But-
a deep dive.
okay. So here are my call outs.
Right,
I've
go
got.
Don't say Dark Hawk.
Well, we're going to
go
get there in a
ahead.
minute. We'll be there in a minute.
I'm just
Yeah,
being
for
mean.
sure.
You can say anything you like.
JLA
except
Avengers
Dark
Facsimile
Hawk.
Edition.
Right.
So JLA Avengers #1 Facsimile Edition. I've never had the floppy, so I'm looking forward to that. Though what's funny is it's
Spill for
cheaper
that.
to buy. It's cheaper to buy the individual issues than it is to buy the collection.
Well, remember
Well,
when
it's a limited run.
very limited run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the Perez estate. So, yes,
So the cover of Deadly Hands of Kunlun looks so good because you've got Iron Fist. His whole thing is he's got the Iron Fist, but he's got a arm that's amputated at the elbow.
How do you pronounce that?
Kunlun?
Kunlun?
Yeah.
I thought it
Kunlun?
was Kunlun.
I don't.
No, it's
I always added E to it, so I stopped doing it because when I watched.
Kuni Looney?
Well, it's like Kunluni. I was just something at the E. It was. I always.
Kunluni?
I always butchered that.
Is it Magneto or is it Magneto? No, we're not going there.
Either way. So either way, it looks interesting to me because he's got I don't know what an Iron Fist does if his fist is amputated, but
He
that's
transfers his chi into his big toe.
That's what it is.
The
The cheese gotta go somewhere.
It's got. I mean, you got two hands. I mean,
She's got to go somewhere.
He's got. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that's right.
Is it always this hand? Is it?
Well, remember,
Oh, I feel so dumb. All these years.
so
Yeah,
in
my
the
always-
TV
well,
show,
Bruce
Danny
Wayne-
just had the one fist, and then somebody else showed up, and they were like, they watched the old footage, and they had two fists. He goes, "Hey, they have both of them."
Yeah, do that.
You mean all this time I could have I've disabled you, Danny Rand.
I could have used my forehead. Cool. That's
Well, then the older guy, what was the grandpa's name? That was Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah.
In the Brew Baker thing where there's been, the timeline of
Yeah, well, like,
various
The
Iron Fists over the
pistols
years.
and stuff.
The other, he would like throw bullets.
Yeah.
There's the Scottish one for a very brief time, and he went for the forehead, iron noggin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So okay, Imperial Guardians. This is the third issue in this series, but it's got a Dark Hawk cover, and I'm pro Dark Hawk covers.
I'm mad about that book.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm super excited. Dan Abnett, Guardians of the Galaxy sort of spacey thing
Yeah.
that Dan Abnett does so well. Oh man, this is one of it. Apparently, that one is promoted as an ongoing series. That thing's barely going to make it to issue 5.
Really?
Yeah, because that website that we never want to say the name, but you usually will, did a little expose about how all things Imperial just
coming to an end,
flopped.
Yeah.
And so
Because
that one's
they're
been
killing
killed.
the
It
sheep.
hasn't even come out yet.
They're killing the She-Hulk one. Yeah.
And I was actually enjoying Planet
Well,
She-Hulk.
because they hyped it up as we're bringing the cosmic back.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then he didn't. But
Which
So
I don't think is very fair because I quite liked Imperial. I think the problem is that wasn't an event. That was just a mini-series.
Yeah.
But they sold it as Jonathan Hickman is going to work Marvels with the... Marvel. Anyway, continue.
boom, boom.
okay, so Reborn Ultimate Impact. This is coming out of the wrap up of
Endgame or-
Ultimate stuff. So the Ultimate
Is that
Universe
the name
wrap
of the
up.
Ultimate Stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it says Ultimate stuff,
I
but
want to buy Ultimate stuff.
so they have apparently Miles has been entrusted with origin boxes. So the boxes that gave the characters their powers or whatever, he's got these origin boxes. People are coming after him to get the origin boxes, and he's entrusted people in 616, and there's like a big 616 spanning adventure, but it's a post Ultimate Universe thing with origin boxes. That sounds interesting to me. One, I want a good Miles story, but two, I like the idea of the origin boxes. I think that sounds
That's
cool.
where Marvel went. Wait a minute. The Absolute Universe didn't wrap up with DCKO? Oh, crap. Let's keep going, guys.
DCKO. So I don't know what the point of this thing is. Do you guys know anything about the Civil War Unmasked?
No, I
Oh,
see
the
Civil
follow-
War on a book and I go, no, thanks.
That's the facsimile follow-up where I believe it's going to be. There was an issue that came out which had two different stories, one from Iron Man's point of view, from Captain America's point of view, and Iron Man's wraps up with Steve Rogers after he was assassinated. So he's telling this story. Steve's on the slab, and that's kind of what it's all of that ties into Civil War facsimiles that have been re-released.
Okay.
Those are my call-outs. So here, let me ask you this. Do you know what the heck is going on with Captain America? So I picked up the new Captain America run.
I kind of do now.
I've read the first issue of the new run. I'm late. I'm behind. I think we just had issue 4 come out, maybe. I don't remember. 7. Seven. Okay, whatever. I'm behind. Why is he just now being unfrozen? Like, how did he? What happened to all this time we had when we had unfrozen Steve?
The first 4 or 5 issues are a flashback. So you're getting another angle, but what they've done is they've moved Steve's time frame from he was still in World War II.
Yeah.
But when he got woken up, we're in the middle of Desert Storm. And so this is 1960s Avengers kind of story because Iron Man is still in the armor with the wings. And when Steve wakes up, he has the patriotic obligation to go back to the military because the Avengers woke him up. Instead of heading towards S.H.I.E.L.D.,
he's still enlisted.
He's still enlisted.
Yeah.
And so they sent him with some commandos to go bring democracy to Latveria and go take out Dr. Doom. And one of the best lines in there with Dr. Doom, he's like, all these other people are enemies of the land, but Steve Rogers, Captain America, you're a national hero. He's like, but you're a despot. You're all this. You fought Hitler. You're welcome in my land all the time. In fact, you will see that I'm better than Hitler. Let's look around at how happy people are. So I don't know why Chip decided to do it this way because I feel like it is the setup book for this Avengers Armageddon because General Ross now is like, well, Steve Rogers has disrespected me. And he's not Red Hulk yet, but then when we flash, we get the end of the first 6 is Tony Stark going, look, man, I got these Avenger dudes. Mm-hmm. Why don't you come be with us? And then you time jump into modern times where now Doom is done from the Doom being God thing, and Ross has gone back to Latveria because that's always been on his mind. Not only was he busting regular Hulks, he always had a thing about Doom and all the weapons there.
Okay.
And so he wants the weapons for America.
Okay.
And now Steve's having to go back and deal with a Ross that's decided that all these Doom weapons need to be America, but Ross is America. So that's what you had early, and I don't know because it was confusing. Whenever I got the first issue and I looked through it and went, well, this is stupid. He didn't wake up in the 2000s.
That's what I was reading. I was really annoyed.
And then when the second printings came out of 2, 3, 4, and 5, it was one of the times you were out of town, and we had them, and I grabbed them off the shelf and said, okay, I just want to read these.
Yeah.
So I started thumbing through. I was like, okay, I should have given it a chance. And we focused on that. We took the 1950s Crazy Cap and we moved him to Desert Storm. So we have another guy that had a screwed up super soldier serum before John Walker, who kind of and Desert Storm was whacking people, and Cap had to show back up and go like, hey, you're a symbol of America. And he's like, I am here. I killed this guy with this and that. So I think this whole book is a setup for the Armageddon stuff,
Okay.
is my humble opinion, because you're building Ross's motivation all
All
throughout
right.
this, but
Okay.
it's still that this isn't. I don't know why you had to, because I'm still unsure what Steve Rogers' current standing is in the universe, because even though this book is showing he's over there and it's more modern times. We've had Sam Wilson comics for a while. What why?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I wasn't keeping up with the other Captain America books. So did something happen to Steve where he didn't have his powers anymore, or why did Sam come back to prominence? Even in the Avengers books.
Yeah.
The last time I saw, when Bendis did his little nod in the anniversary issue with Avengers Day, that made
Right.
Cap feel more normal again. But so I think this is it's not a bad read. Once you figure what they should have done a better job in issue 1 of going, he didn't wake up in 2024. You
Yeah.
didn't miss anything, because you really felt like you missed something. And I like a lot of Chip's stuff, but he kind of missed it with that first issue, which turned me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
that's exactly
and-
where I was. I was like, I don't want to read the
Yeah.
rest of these because I
That
had
makes no
all the digitals on my iPad for my trip, and I was doing. My plan was to do catch up on a bunch of stuff on using digital versions. So the DC one, if you've got the DC digital thing, if you leave the country, you can't read anything. It's super annoying.
So you need to come to the multiverse and buy floppies.
Buy
and
your
take them with you.
floppies. Well, I didn't want to take the floppies on the plane and tear them all up.
Oh, no.
So anyway, what I ended up doing, I read one of the compact editions. I read the owl one.
Oh,
Court of Owls.
Court of Owls, yeah. So read that while I was there. But anyway, so what I had was the Marvel stuff. I'm reading the Marvel stuff, and I was like, I read I only brought the Captain America one with me. I only pulled those. I was like, well, this sucks, so I don't want to read anymore. So I stopped. I'll go back to it now that you tell me that.
I mean, once again, they do an interesting job of Steve trying to figure out. Well, I used to be in the military when there were Nazis, but now maybe we don't have Nazis. So what am I doing here? And trying to figure out that being a superhero is probably better, but it's passable.
Okay.
I give it a C for the A's best.
Really?
Yeah, I give it a C.
well, see, I want good Captain America
I
so
know.
badly.
After the Straczynski run, it was like, okay, Chip Zdarsky did pretty good with Daredevil. He did kind of,
He pooched Batman a little bit.
just a bit. Too much Zur-En-Ar. Although I liked that idea. There was just kind of too much of
It's
that.
terrible.
That I know, I wouldn't say it was terrible.
No,
It was just,
I would.
I know you would. But it was that and Failsafe, and it was all just kind of like, can we have Batman being Batman, please?
Like right now, Batman's really good right now.
Yeah, the Fraction Batman.
So fun.
I died.
It is such a good. You know what it feels like? But we're supposed to be giving time to Marvel right now. But the Fraction Batman feels like Tom Taylor felt on Nightwing.
Yes.
Tom Taylor on Nightwing just made it so fun and good, and the humor was injected exactly the right way, while the story was still, a story that you wanted. That's
like
how this
the-
new Batman is.
Bruce date night thing. That was kind of fun.
That was a super
that was
fun issue.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
All right, you had stuff. Marvel stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm still enjoying the Ryan North Fantastic Four.
Yes.
The Malice storyline turned out to be much more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
I haven't even started it yet.
It takes some turns where all your preconceived notions are just left behind. Of course, this also is coming up with the Man of Steel, Spider-Man.
Yep.
Once again, some very interesting. Bendis is in there, but Brad Meltzer, but Jeff Johns writing something for Marvel. Dan Slott, Todd Knock, which he hasn't. Gary Frank said he hadn't been with us, so I don't know.
I saw the pre-order that Adam Hughes was doing a cover for Superman Spider-Man and Spider-Man Superman. the cover that Adam Hughes is doing for DC is 1970s Supergirl and Spider-Woman, which of course Adam Hughes does very
Very good Spider-Woman.
good. And I was like, give me something good for the Marvel one. And I saw they've released the cover, and it does not disappoint. It is Power Girl holding Black Cat upside down in front of a cop, and she's giving her a shake.
Oh, for
so
some
there's all
fallout.
this diamonds and wealth and everything, and there's a little bubble coming from the bottom where Felicia Hardy's like, "Oh, that loot," and I'm like, "Okay, Mr. Hughes has not let us down.
It does not.
That's a good one. I like that."
I'm kind of interested in this Alias Red Man. I'm not down for the first one yet. I think it comes out this week.
Okay.
But this is issue 3. They're hyping in there. And I'm trying to always. Yeah, there's your Dark Hawk right there.
Yeah, it's excellent.
And as we thought, man, just right now,
I think Darkhawk being on your cover is the mark of doom for any book. As
Yes,
soon as
I
that
agree with
happens,
that or Sleepwalker.
yeah, as soon as that happens, it's done. I never got into Sleepwalker, but
No,
I
but
get
it
why.
just it was
Throw a
another-
little speedball in there, and you've
Sweet.
got a winning
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. I'm interested in the facsimile cover of Silver Surfer #3 because why not?
Why not?
And then really only things that excite me about Marvel, and I hate to say that because I want to sell as many Marvel books as possible, but you know,
The Star Wars stuff is good. There's
the Star Wars is fun.
There's new #1s for the Rogue One characters. So you've got a new #1 for Cassian, one for Saul, and one for the main girl from the Rogue One movie.
Totally.
Jen Ezzo or whatever,
Jan Orzo.
or something like
So there's a one shot. I believe they're one shots for each of those coming out that look really good.
Well, you know, as always, I like the Marvel Epic Collection. So the ones with the Amazing Spider-Man, do reprint 121.
I'm missing it. I've been trying to get it for a while now.
No, re-released.
But I am not paying the stupid, insane prices that the vultures on secondary market have been asking for. So
This is like a normal
Yeah,
price.
it's normal price.
very happy.
And then, of course, the Mutant Massacre.
Very happy about that as well.
Yeah, so that's really,
Oh, look, you can get.
brand new day art book and stuff. So here, let's
go.
pass it over to Mr. St. James and let's.
All right, let me talk Image for a minute.
Well, while you're getting settled in there, go ahead, sir.
So Image, so there's a new Energon special, 2026 special that's classified. So something good. We know that Mask is coming, so I'm wondering if that's going to be some of the
Something
early
interesting
Mask
always comes out of
stuff.
those Energon specials.
Yeah, that looks good. And then there's I'm going to call it. This is going to be one of the speculator books. If Destruction Be Our Lot, #1. So the story here is you've got the human race has been wiped out, but the robots who are our helpers are left there, and they're still doing their duties, cleaning up,
Doing their tasks.
being robots, but they're sad and they're lonely. They're sad, lonely robots, and it's sort of this journey of discovery for this one robot that thinks there's got to be more to life than this, and who knows what's going to happen. But if Destruction Be Our Lot, 1, cool post-apocalyptic story, those always do well. 2, I love the title. I think it's going to be good.
But sad robots. That's
Sad robots. I think that's going to be a big one. I'll say now, John, you'll watch this one. Let's place a bet on If Destruction Be Our Lot. Boom.
there we go.
Yep.
There we go.
So back to the House of Ideas. Queen in Black. Okay. I was not the biggest fan of King in Black. No disrespect to Donny Cates. It just it fell flat. And I think we've talked about that in podcasts as well. Al Ewing is shepherding this one. I like what he's done with the Venomverse. I have really enjoyed that. I'm still not sold on the whole Mary Jane is Venom thing. I think this is just too far out of left field. But you know, it's that what was that Howard Stern thing? Half the people listen to him because they love him, and they can't wait to hear what he says next, and the other half can't stand him, and they can't wait to hear what he says next. So I credit where credit is due. I don't like the idea, yet I keep coming back to it. So, okay. So we'll see where that goes, because I can't imagine that Al Ewing is going to be doing all things Venom for too much longer. I think he's kind of been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
But then again, he's doing Mortal Thor, and I believe I read somewhere that is the second act of a 3-act thing. So he's got a long-term investment on Thor. And there you go. So, yeah, Fantastic Four. I need to play catch-up with that, but totally digging that. Captain Marvel, well, we'll see. Spider-Man with all things Death Spiral. We'll see how that plays out in the end. The thing that I was like, oh, okay, I'll go with that. Let's see here. Where was that? Magic and Colossus, of course, if you like your David Nakayama covers, and of course you do. Daredevil. Okay. Stephanie Phillips. I like Stephanie Phillips. She's read some things that I've quite enjoyed. Issue 1 hasn't come out yet. Lee Garbett is on art. He's very good. He's a nice guy too. And so I'm anxiously awaiting Daredevil 1 to come out so we can see how this goes.
Law professor Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of a new angle.
It is. I just, Daredevil's, he's had some extreme highs in the last couple of runs and some extreme lows. The Punisher, I'm giving it a go. I don't like the Punisher. It's funny, I keep buying books of characters that I don't like. I don't like the Punisher.
I'm enjoying Punisher right now.
But it's kind of cool. And I like the fact that, that they're messing with him. That's always a lot of fun.
Probably my favorite current Marvel book. Because I don't love a lot of what's happening. Like the Captain America we just talked about.
Yeah.
So
and it's still an uphill battle, but yeah, once you kind of realize, I get what you're saying.
I've got to get to issue 7 apparently.
Yeah,
I've got to get there, and then we'll see.
Got to see where that alien thing goes.
There's Cassian Andor.
Yeah. Interesting to people who are interested in Star Wars. Confederacy of Dunces, Garth Ennis. They're collecting the Ennis McCrea run. I seem to recall that was actually kind of a fun story. Because when Ennis brings superheroes into the Punisher, they're going to be the butt of every joke. Mm-hmm. They're going to fall flat on their face. It's going to be awful and embarrassing for them because that's the way Ennis likes it. We've already talked about the Epic Collection. But so X-Men, Mutant Massacre, now we're in some super fun crossovers period. Amazing Spider-Man, to heck with you people gouging us on secondary market. But also Volume 2 of Ultimate Fantastic Four, Frightful. So this is the introduction of Marvel Zombies. That's where it all started.
I've read that. I've read that collection. It's a good collection.
Zombie Fantastic Four, and Marvel continues their posters program, which I think is very cool. And I wish DC would pull their finger out and get on the same thing. They're doing a poster facsimile edition cover of Spectacular Spider-Man #1 with Tarantula on it.
I wish our poster company would get those and put them on backing like our other posters, because it's hard in the shop to sell the rolled up posters, and we don't have one of those.
It works much better.
Flippy things.
How do we get one of those flippy things where you just put one on display and the rest go in the little?
I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I've got to figure that out. But okay, so do me. I'm going to read this. I think this is going to be a thing. I think the Ultimate Impact thing is going to be big. It's my guess. Let me read the text on it.
Go on.
So, Ultimate Universe's legacy lives on. Miles Morales returned from the Ultimate Universe with a plan. safeguard the origin boxes, catalyst for creation of new superheroes before they fall into the wrong hands. But the secret is out as Miles battles over the boxes. Miles' battle over the boxes engulfs the entire Marvel U. This May, Chris Condon, Stephanie Caselli team up to create a stunning and unforgettable, this is interesting, new characters on both sides of the conflict that will shape the future of the 616. So, I think this is going to be big because there's going to be a bunch of first appearances built into this, and people are going to pick this up like crazy because they want the first appearance of something.
Oh, go, please, by all means, because I'm sure you're thinking the exact same thing that I'm thinking.
Well, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'll tell you
So I would use this as the opportunity to bring back the new universe.
I was just thinking
DP7 Kickers Inc. Because you have Starbrand already. He's running around there.
That's right.
Nightshade. There's a Nightshade, Night Mask. But give Jim Shooter, his Optimus run.
The only other cover they show has like an updated Wonder Man.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So I too was thinking new universe, so that's very good, but in a very different way.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking more along the lines of
Do they get a little Pittsburgh up?
no. That you are probably right.
Yeah.
But then shortly followed by, great, we invested in these characters. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to do anything with them because Marvel keeps doing that. Like Star.
Yeah.
And,
she's pretty good.
It's like they like to throw, here's a new character. Oh, you don't? Okay, never mind.
We got 6 of them. We hope you like one.
Have another Wolverine book.
Yeah. So that's
sweet.
Next
That's what you
23
really
minute.
want.
Next
Yeah,
23
another
minute.
Wolverine book.
But here's the thing.
X-Baby.
As far as the speculators are concerned, the
That's
people
it.
that are picking
Yeah.
up the books,
Yeah,
that
no.
FOMO,
No.
not getting the first appearance of the
I
new
will-
Wonder Man, and there's a
will-
Wonder Man show
I
on.
will sell that to anyone that walks in all day long. But yes, I would. I mean, I would love to see the return of Dollar Bill from the Defenders run, and go pick those.
Just go and, Donnie,
Donnie.
J.M. DeMatteis.
Oh,
Let's get, he could do Gargoyle. He could do the Defenders. Bring that kind of unsettling, leaves you in sort of a, I don't know how I feel about this.
bring the Leprechaun back.
No. Yeah, okay, whatever. If DeMatteis is writing it in Gargoyles in the book, then
Bring
You guys
the
are missing the whole
Hellcat.
point.
Huh?
You guys are going. You're assuming the worst. I am positive in saying this is a launching point for something great.
And I've already said.
Let me field this one,
Okay.
please. That's because you're hoping this will lead to big sales.
Yes.
We are the ones who follow this stuff because we love it and we're jaded, cynical.
And I know what's going I will sell it all day long. I will sell it all day long. And 2 years from now, when someone says that it showed up in the movie and they want to pay $50 for it, I will sell it to them for $50.
Don't tell the speculators. Like you're telling the speculators all the things.
I'll tell them that because they think we know something.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Or we're going to have boxes of the bloody things sitting around that we can't shift. Like, go on.
House of Slaughter?
And
What's the other one?
Giga. And
No, we don't have any Giga. I don't
Yeah, we got
but
rid of the
it took
Gigas.
long
You
It
keep
took
bringing
long
Giga. It took me 4 years of collection builders. I got rid of every damn Giga.
We got rid of all the
that's
Gigas.
not- that doesn't
But
count.
we got Berserk number
Or-
one.
Berserk.
Yeah.
We got Berserk.
Do we still have Berserk?
Hey, Keanu's gonna make that movie one day, and it's just gonna fly off the shelf.
We're gonna retire off of that thing.
Yeah,
That'll be the retirement book.
All right.
Did Keanu Reeves write this?
Sort of.
He wrote something.
Sure.
He had this idea.
Yeah, he wrote something in
He
there.
was in the room.
What if John Wick couldn't be killed? That's the story. That's what Berserker is. What if John Wick can't be killed?
But you didn't see the Hellspawn hellscape. There's just a little telephone booth right there in the back. Bill and Ted's.
That's what it is.
Yeah, he's walking down.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so DC, very first book
Right.
is the book that I've wanted to talk about for a while anyway. Absolute Batman, number 20. And they've done something interesting in this preview. where it says redacted cover on this Robin logo.
Yep.
So there's
Yeah.
the Robin logo cover, but it says cover is redacted. I don't know if it's saying we're not showing this. It's going to be a different cover, or
Well, and
The
John,
big R is somehow covering something.
and when John brought this up, I forgot that Dick Grayson had been introduced in this.
yeah,
universe.
issue 1. We
Issue
got the
1,
Flying
and then
Graysons.
he showed up again. Oh, you did. Somebody, and he's sitting
John
there.
doesn't
in the
read this stuff.
He said something the other day, but I also know there's a Deathstroke being introduced.
Deathstroke showed up in the annual.
Yeah,
Was it Arc M or I can't remember
Arkham
where it was.
City. But it's I mean, this is they're continuing.
So Deathstroke is going to be Robin. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just like right around here. I think they're introducing Scarecrow, Deathstroke, and Robin like all
Yeah.
maybe in the same issue or right on top of each other. And
I really want. So the big discussion that I've seen is who is Robin going to be? Which Robin do they use? Because Jason Todd would be a good Robin for this Batman, right?
I think so. I agree.
But we've seen the Graysons already, so it's probably a Grayson. It's probably a Dick Grayson.
Could be.
So anyway, that's exciting. And then a brand new Absolute book,
Absolute Catwoman.
Absolute Catwoman, #1. And I do love that Catwoman.
Well, I do too. I was just looking at the little thumbnails of the variants. You see, you got the obligatory Nakayama variant because
Yeah.
if you want to do sexy chick in shiny, vinyl-y, leathery, pleathery outfits, DNA's your man. But I'm looking, I love Carrie Andrews' work, but the ears on that helmet are like, they're sculpted
off.
shape.
Yeah.
That's it's like, that's
Aerodynamic.
That's some big ears she's got on the
They
side
look like
of
piggy
her
ears, actually.
crazy helmet thing.
The A cover looks incredible, though. I love the A cover.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks it looks like a fun series.
Oh, yeah.
and I enjoyed their relationship.
Yep.
What we got to see of it. I'm very intrigued by Absolute Green Arrow. I don't know what
horror book.
I don't know what we're hitting.
Either.
Well, because it's going to be a real stretch if it's Ollie, because Ollie had some problems last time we saw.
Well,
him.
his face is covered.
But if it's a
in
horror
this.
book, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, it could be a zombified. It could be Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's Albuquerque's doing the art. A horror book plus Albuquerque he's good with that kind of setting that kind of dark, sinister tones.
Yep. Well, you'll get a first appearance of Absolute Black Canary in there. It says.
Can see that on the Latte variant there. There she is.
So we get a Black Canary. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Good to know that no matter what universe or dimension
Those two lovers find each other, and it goes right to hell.
The mystery is, who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it? Because they, so she's investigating all the archers that are associated with Oliver Queen, who's dead.
Right.
I think it's gonna be Oliver Queen. I think he's gonna be Lazarus
He's
Pitted.
They might be.
He's Lazarus Pit. That's right.
Well, they gotta have something to do with the Lazarus Pits.
Or it's the janitor. Could be.
Yeah.
What's that from?
Scrubs.
No.
No, he just did it because he dropped down out of the elevator.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Oh. They were singing Hong Kong Phooey in Scrubs.
Well, that could be it. I was just thinking.
I'm a little out of
He
date
was.
on Hong
He
Kong
was.
Phooey.
He was.
Oh my gosh.
He was the janitor.
You
You jump in the filing cabinet.
guys remember
Then
the
he come out of the car.
Pink Panther movies?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
The classic ones.
Yeah, Peter Sellers.
There was only one Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kato.
Peter Sellers.
Yeah. So
He looks very passionate about that.
I started to quote
Watch
this.
your words.
My
Here we go.
yeah. So my
Steve
my daughter's
Martin.
boyfriend was
Sit back.
like upstairs waiting for her to come home from work, and
Get to it.
she was like, I know you're gonna pounce on me. You're waiting out there, and I was like, oh, he's like your Kato, and she was like, what? And I was like, in the show, and he would say, Kato, my little. Oh, you can't say this anymore.
Whoops. Bruce
You can't say that
Clark
anymore.
played Kato, I believe.
That's a great bit.
The bit when he's hiding in the fridge, which it's like you never see that today because they'd be like, oh, some kid's going to do this and we can't, you know. But yes, Kato, where are
So,
you, Kato?
Absolute Superman is going to have
King Shazam.
Shazam show up. So, first appearance of Absolute Shazam.
Maybe a Black Adam running around there or some
Could be. Could be.
Yeah,
I didn't.
We probably wanna see that.
I did enjoy this most recent Absolute Superman.
I've got to pick up all my books. I haven't gotten it yet.
Because you read
I
that
liked it
one
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It they sorted Hawkman out pretty
Yep.
good. I like that.
Yep. That was good.
Good.
And I'm sorry, the Absolute Wonder Woman season of the Witch with Santana, that has been surprisingly engaging.
I haven't read the latest issue, but I've loved this thing from. This is. I'm really torn because I really do like what Snyder's doing with Absolute Batman, but I kind of feel like this is a little bit stronger of a book. Snyder's Batman is kind of rough around the edges, and I think that works very well for what it is.
And we were talking about this. I'm going to get Jason's take on this. I was watching another YouTuber that was talking about the success of Absolute Batman. And, we were talking about, maybe just say okay.
You have to put a password in.
Okay.
To do it.
We were talking about, saturation points and things where, the 8th and 20th printings aren't.
Right.
Sure, but one thing I never picked up on, maybe you did, have commented on, is that the art style of Absolute Batman is very manga-like, and that may be drawing in some new fans, and good for us.
See, I don't see it as people keep saying that Nick Dragotta's stuff is very manga-like. It doesn't. I guess it just doesn't feel that way to me.
It has a vibe, but I don't read a lot of manga.
Yeah,
but there are some elements, and I keep going back to that Batman panel where he kicks that kid off the. That's just
like you should.
Yeah, and don't get me started on Absolute Greenlander.
I really enjoy it.
I'm having a
really,
hard time.
really-
It's not bad, but I'm having a hard time putting it together.
I'm gonna have to pick it back
I need
up.
someone smarter than me to explain it to me.
Do what I did.
Okay.
Okay. Let it sit and then read it in like 5-issue chunks.
I'm gonna have to do that because that was another time. There's something else you told me to do that with, and it worked out.
A lot of Tom King stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it works really well. Read that in chunks. Kind of having a similar experience with Absolute Flash.
Yep.
And I like that because they're still separate enough that you can let the issues pile up a little bit. You don't run afoul of that. Oh, you haven't read the latest issue of Superman? Oh, you need to because it makes everything that's going on in DCKO make sense.
And once we get over here, there's something that just churned my stomach on here that I did not freaking realize. Let's finish up
Martian Manhunter's last issue of Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Oh, wow, okay.
Number 12 is the
We
final
knew that was a
issue.
miniseries.
We knew it was coming.
It was originally going to be 6. I got it to 12 or something.
Right.
Okay, so we've all made jokes about Batman Hush 163, but here's something that I forgot or didn't know.
Yes.
Up here at the top. The epic, long-awaited conclusion of Hush
Part 1. Yes.
And as a retailer, I don't know if anyone else here experiences this. There's only so much space I have on my wall, Jim Lee. And so when I have to have 2 spots for 2 Batman books and one selling much better than the late one, I really don't know what you expect me to do to devote more time for the late one. So if this is, hey, I took 19 months to catch up and I'm going to be able to stay on at least a bi-monthly schedule.
Well, no. Remember, they were going to do the first 6 issues.
Yeah.
And then take a break for however long, 6 months or a year or whatever. So that that was the catch-up time. They built in catch-up time.
Cool.
Part 1 was the catch-up.
Then I don't feel bad once we wrap up part 1 that I'm going to pull your book off the wall. Maybe Kevin Smith, now that he's writing comics again, will finish up Daredevil.
What's he
Target.
writing?
He's doing some Spider-Man stuff. He's doing some little things. Nothing continuous, but maybe I can get my Daredevil Target finished up.
It'll never happen.
Long before you get your Hush Part 2 out. But the nice thing about Kevin is if you see him at a convention and ask him about it, he'll tell you the ending of the story. It's great. I love every minute of it. But that was, when I read this, John asked why I was gagging in the back room. And because it's maddening to me when I have to float the books from the new last week over
Yeah.
the wall that I've got 2 different Batmans.
Right.
And
I'm right
now
there with
when
you.
people come in and they ask for Batman, first I'll go, is it Absolute? No. Okay, Batman. I know which one they're talking about
Yeah.
because the other one was there when they were in kindergarten, and now that they're in 6th grade, Jim, just stop drawing. You can't do it anymore. It's fine.
Don't tell him that.
No, I mean,
draw all you want, Jim.
You can
draw
do,
more.
You can do your B covers. That's fine. You can recycle all that artwork you've been hiding in the shelf, but just don't commit to another book. You can't do it. All
Okay,
right.
next one. Next level books. Barbara Gordon.
Yes.
Barbara Gordon Breakout. So apparently she's in jail. She's got to get out. That's her thing.
Hold on. Let's not just fly past that, though. Okay, so I've got two things to say about this.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, first off, it looks like it's an ongoing book. I thought it was going to be a limited series. Number two, it's her name, the
Breakout.
Breakout. Okay. I don't like when you have what's going to potentially be an ongoing series where it's the character, the thing. Because once the thing is over with,
Then it's
now
Which over you can, okay. Well,
You
then,
know?
well, then there's the Breakout, the Journey.
yeah,
That's
but
what-
just
yeah.
Do you remember Prison Break, the TV show?
yes,
They just broke out of another prison the next year.
I know.
They just kept breaking out of prisons.
Yeah, so we'll see. Barbara Gordon, love the character,
Yeah.
soft spot, Yvonne Craig,
Yeah.
lots of purple, lots of lace. But hey, I was there, man. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. Zatanna comes out in April. So this is 2. And then Batwoman is before that.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Rucker being back. Yeah,
Yes.
I know there's some bad history in there, and
Yes.
we talk about all that. But one question I don't know what Batwoman's current status is. Is she still a vampire? Is she not? Because here they make her look really pale.
She's always been that pale.
Yeah, the way they've always drawn her is like
Well,
this.
that's why that's because there's a panel from issue 1 where it looks like she has fangs. And I don't know if they're going to follow up. That's why I'm asking. Same thing like his
Oh, I
mom's still a
don't know.
vampire.
So I've got the preview PDF. I can thumb through
I'm
it
just
to see.
curious. And
I don't think she's a vampire.
I'm looking forward. I'm kind of looking forward to Lobo because I kind of like Scotty Young stuff sometimes. But I was never a long-term Lobo fan.
I find it super hard to read an actual book. I like Scotty Young's covers.
And same thing, like I'm looking forward to Fury of Firestorm.
Oh, I can't wait.
Though it's just really weird where it's like he's gone insane or something and not quite right, but it's Ronnie. So I've
He's always
enjoyed-
had multiple personalities.
He has.
so-
And God, this is just Deathstroke the Terminator is really hard for me. And the reason why is because my buddy Steve Irwin drew it and when Mark Wolfman wrote it.
No text detected.
Sorry.
And but I really liked Wolfman and Irwin's version of Deathstroke was a badass, but he was, mercenary man of honor. If he gave money, he did the deal, and if he didn't want to do the deal, I don't like crazy Deathstroke that goes around trying to kill the Titans all the time now and
Yeah,
things like that. So
right.
I want this to be. He's not the Punisher.
So the
It's,
PDF that's on here, the preview PDF for Deathstroke, reads a lot like a Punisher book.
Okay.
A Punisher book with is it calculator? Who's the guy that sits in the van?
Microchip.
Microchip. That's it. So he has like somebody he's talking to, and he's like he's working a deal, right?
Okay. Well, I might
So
get that.
it reads to me like an assassin for hire kind of book. I did skim through that, and it looks good.
In that. Let's see. Also, this
Where are we? Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, no,
Well, we just went through Deathstroke
page
and
12,
you got Batman, of course.
I was trying to figure out who in the little thumbnail for the Adam Hughes cover on Zatanna number 2. I was trying to figure out who the characters behind her are. And that's what I was trying to use the magnifier, and it turns out that this quality of paper doesn't, because it almost looks like Batman is playing a trumpet,
which would be cool if that's the case.
which would be because of course he can. Poison Ivy still going strong.
Boy, what a testimony to
Absolutely loving that book. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the best books DC's putting out.
What's interesting to me,
Very consistent.
so cover of Batman #9 has a Barbara Gordon Batgirl on it.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at her Barbara Gordon, it says leaping from the pages of May's Batman #9.
Oh, so
which
maybe
is,
she gets arrested there.
We're over here, and okay. Yes, what I'm looking forward to is JSA 19, which is supposed to be the Spectre. And you
Yes.
know, whereas this back in modern times, I'm enjoying the flashback stuff. You know, thank you, Mr. Lemire, for getting most of that
Yep.
right. That's really good.
Elliot Clan's Harley Quinn still going strong. Lots of laughs if you like that sort of thing. Torrin Grombeck's Catwoman still going strong. Lots of kind of interesting stuff going on there again. And of course, Tom King and Wonder Woman. I hope he never leaves the book. Justice League Unlimited. What do we got there? Is that another
Brainiac.
Brainiac? Is that
Brainiac Luther
Wait,
cover.
did you guys skip over the big #1 this month?
skip a page?
Oh, we haven't gotten
DC?
there yet. Well,
Page you- what page
you're
you
way
on?
ahead of
Oh,
us.
am I ahead of you?
You jumped there. We were talking about that.
Okay,
That's
all
fine.
right.
Calm down.
God,
Sorry.
man.
Okay.
But
As
okay,
we
but
were
we're
saying.
there now.
Now,
So
well,
No, we're
I
not.
thought you got to
No, we're
JSA.
not.
we're not.
and we were
We're
able
not
to-
back.
No. There you go. That's a cover and a half.
Oh, Fire and Ice.
Yep.
That's a cool
There we
cover.
go.
That's
a
true.
Cool cover. We'll go with that.
We got Kyle and Wally running right next to it. I mean, just for those '90s fans.
Yeah, I know. Kind of digging that. I'm trying to figure out who's. You've got Impulse, Shazam, and what is that? Dr. 13?
No, that's Doctor Occult.
Dr. Occult. He's been in there lately.
He's been because he's now been playing quite a bit in the he pushed Necron back. If you
Yeah, he's been in there quite a bit lately. So the Brainiac is the one from the Absolute Power
okay
series.
Okay.
yeah.
The female Brainiac.
The Queen Brainiac.
Queen Brainiac.
Yeah. Was from Absolute Power. So pulling back from that.
So here
and
we
then
go.
the big #1,
DC
DC Sonic the Hedgehog crossover.
Why
This
do
is
you
the
hype
one.
These things up.
This is the
Why?
one.
No one's gonna.
No, they do.
No one-
Unfortunately, they come in.
So remember last episode when you're like, what crossovers do we need to have? Which ones have we not had yet that really need to exist? We never thought of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
We
a
never-
reason why we never thought of that.
Here's what's wild. In the shop,
I know.
you would be amazed
I know.
at how many people come
I
in
know.
for the Sonic comic.
That doesn't mean it's good.
Hold on.
But there are Sonic
I know, you
has
don't care.
a
It's all about money.
massive following. No, I'm talking about fan base, like things that this would appeal to. There are people who love their Sonic, and that's their thing.
I can't deal with this man.
Listen, everybody's into something.
yeah,
Everybody's a
that's
fan
true.
of something.
Money, good art. There you go.
No,
That's
I'm
my
talking about the people. I was talking about the
controversial-
people who
I
are into
know, I
Sonic.
know.
They
I'm
love
just-
Sonic.
I know.
You can be fans of things,
I know.
and I like that they're fans of them.
He's already said he
And
was
they spend
tired,
it.
so it's all
Yes. And they
So-
spend money.
All right, Superman.
What about him?
Minor Superman rant. Do not
Go on.
take Superman out of the Superman book and still call it Superman.
Why not?
I have no interest in reading a Superman book where Superman can't be Superman.
But you read K. Have you read the last KO?
I have
Not yet.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so when
Not
you read
yet.
that, well, okay, so
Well, he's off. There's something
Don't-
that happens with him.
well,
I know.
Well, I mean,
God.
no, I mean that was evident. You saw that.
I haven't read the last two issues.
Oh, you didn't read the one before this?
Well, even that one didn't.
Oh.
Even that one didn't. I mean, the minute
Well,
they
he
brought,
died.
Would
you
there he goes. He
Jeff's got to be the center of attention.
Steve. He died just as much as any other Superman ever.
They've all died in this thing.
Shit.
Batman also died twice.
No, but here's all I will say. It's not. Anytime you bring back Superboy
Just
Prime,
dig in the grave. Just move on.
I'll say
Move on.
Superboy Prime shows up.
Why are we making Superboy Prime the main character?
Why not?
Well, because everyone got mad when he made his son the main character. So either you're gonna do one or two things. If you have something else going on bigger for Superman. And he can't be a part, because you have something getting ready to happen for Wonder Woman too. They're hyping it up.
Yeah.
So when those two are out of pocket for a little while, you're either going to cancel the book or you're going to have to plug someone in. So you've got your choice.
Connor.
He's over there running around with the other ones. He's got the
Is it the Titans?
No, the world of Superboys, where they're crossing all of that stuff. So you got your choice. Do you want Superboy Prime, Superboy Son? You want Jimmy Olsen as Superman? What do you want?
So make it Lois Lane Superwoman for a while.
They did that for a little bit, and she's there. You got to read.
She's juiced up right now.
You got to read. You got to read DTKO before you start out thinking about all this. Because now you want Superboy, you got Booster Gold running around action with Superboy as a boy. So you got to start explaining that, because what Booster Gold is that?
Yeah, well,
is that Ambush Frog?
That's enough of Booster Gold.
Are you kidding me?
Which one?
We don't want Booster Gold anymore.
I keep looking for reasons to stop getting World's Finest.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I stopped. It was like, yeah, I'm good now. They're gonna freaking Scutaris.
Yeah, oh, no.
I'm gonna have to get that one.
Yeah, no, there's a Mike Grell written miniseries that's in the works of Warlord and Aaron. So yeah, there's some rumors.
Well, let's hope it's better than the last time Mike Grell got.
Well, it's because he wrote with his daughter. That was something crazy.
So Aquaman 17, Black Manta.
Hmm?
I'm caught up on Aquaman.
It's good.
And I love Aquaman right now. It's so good. He's so powered up. I dig it.
And then you got to be excited about your Green Lantern because Kyle's back.
Kyle's back.
I'm looking forward to the.
Is he like the main Green Lantern for a minute?
Yeah, something's happened in the Green Lantern book. A lot of things are happening right now where we're going back to all the '90s characters. Because we're going back to,
except for Tim.
Well,
Tim's retired.
Tim will be back, but so we've got
Tim's not retired.
Tim Drake retired.
Is he? He's got something going on.
Last episode.
Oh
last
yeah, I
issue,
did read
he
that.
retired.
Okay.
Because once
He got the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah.
And decided he was going to go have happiness
because
with
once
his
again you got the
boyfriend.
'90s things. You've got Superboy Prime. You've got Kyle. You got Wally still.
Yeah.
You're gonna have something else going on in Wonder Woman. So it's got, and then the Teen Titans looks very much like the Dan Jurgens Teen Titans, where it's all these no-name people. So we're going back to nice. I'm excited about this Guy Gardner Tales.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Is that one of the new?
It's just a one-off, I think.
Okay.
But it's just once again, Guy by himself sometimes is a hoot.
Waiting for Ryan North's Flash to begin.
Yes. But see, that makes me nervous. He's going to leave Fantastic Four. And I am going to say
it.
Beyond excited.
Yes, I know.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, hell yeah.
Swamp Thing, 1989, number 2.
I can't wait.
I reordered the trade paperbacks, got those in, so I'm going to start rereading that. After I saw the interview with Rick, I have a deeper appreciation for that and for what Neil Gaiman did for him when all this went south.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And I'm very fascinated that we're doing a facsimile edition of Swamp Thing 21, and then the Vertigo stuff.
And now we've got a Vertigo section, which I am quite pleased that Vertigo is back.
So there's
am.
an Elseworlds that's coming. I just want to mention we skipped over.
Book of El.
Yeah, so it's Superman Father of Tomorrow. It's basically what if Jor-El was the survivor. So Jor-El comes and
Haven't we had that before?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
What was it? Oh, End of Life. That's one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've read that one, and I quite enjoyed that. I think when I go home tonight, I'm going to do Bleeding Hearts and Brutal Dark. I did read
Nice House.
not the latest issue that was part of the Vertigo launch, but I got a copy of issue 1. It was floating in the back, and I read that. And actually, I kind of enjoyed that, so I need to pick up that because I like the first series.
Yeah. So Bleeding Heart, I've read Bleeding Heart, End of Life, and
Okay.
Perils of. And, Bleeding Heart's interesting. It's my favorite so far has been End of Life.
Okay.
But this Perils of the Dark, man, that's got that cop noir Indiana Jones supernatural
Yeah, I'm down
vibe.
with
That's
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'm
down with
kind of
that.
glad that's there. I'm excited about these other facsimile editions all the way
Again, I
down.
wish DC would pull their finger out and get some posters going. Wouldn't you love to have
Oh,
a
yeah,
poster
yeah.
of the
Black Canary's fishnet legs. Yeah.
Yes. Now, do you admit I can take Wonder Woman's place? And Superman's like, wow, she will kick the
Get-
crap out of me. And then you got to, and of course, his costume is intact. Batman's not so much.
No, Batman beat the hell.
Wally is, well,
Ollie.
we don't know what's happened.
I don't see
sorry,
Wally.
no, Ollie.
It's Ollie,
Yeah.
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 So the Batman Year 2 story books are still
Yeah, that's fun.
coming through. Those are fun.
Yeah.
I guess you could just pick up the facsimiles and redo those, make your way through those stories.
You could. Macho 70s, big hairy chest.
Yeah, hair check. When men had hair.
When men had hair. That was the. I remember reading some interview somewhere with Grant Morrison when he was getting ready to do his run on Batman, and he was saying that was the Batman that he was going for, the sort of 70s macho, hairy chest Batman. And I'm like, yeah, I go for
Nice.
that. Nice. Well, he's got his shirt off.
Yeah.
Still got his mask.
Mask.
No, you keep the mask on.
Keep the mask on, but
Because
shirt comes off.
Roz wanted to honor his wishes, you know. He didn't want to dishonor the detective.
That's true.
Does he Batgirl on a Burnside Compact?
Yeah.
Those are going
I
good.
liked that series. That was a fun series.
And you know, for the uninitiated, DC's finest Fourth Worlds. That's another one where they've put them in order so that you're much more
Yep.
appreciative of all of that.
Can follow it.
I like the idea of this YA book they have, The Shadow of the Batgirl.
Yeah.
I think that looks solid.
Speaking of Grant Morrison's run on Batman. Now, they released this as a trade paperback, and I never got it, and I could never find the damn thing. And they're bringing it out again in a deluxe edition I've already pre-ordered. It's the Black Case book that if you read Morrison's run on Batman, you know what this is. It's a collection of the really kind of out there stories that influenced Morrison's run on Batman, which was a very good run. It really was.
I'll tell you something for people who haven't kept up with it or noticed this Batman and the Monster Men by Matt Wagner.
Yep.
That was very good.
Yes, it was.
Retelling of that golden age.
Yep, I did enjoy that. Got Absolute Ronin, Elseworlds, Justice League Omnibus. What do you get in that? Let's see. You get Commandy at Earth's End, The Golden Age, Justice League International Annual 5, Justice League America Annual. Oh yeah, because
This is interesting to me.
Things, yeah.
So
Green Lantern.
I didn't see the volume 1 of this. Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo Omnibus. But this is volume 2. I didn't see volume 1 of it. We must have it if it's come out.
So are they in this? We're talking about two different things, but I started before you, so shame on you for cutting me off.
Okay.
They're doing all those Elseworlds annuals from like
Ooh.
mid to late 90s.
Those were fun.
I think that's what they're doing, which means that it was one of those. I have to go back and dig around. One or two of those I really liked. What I would like them to do, if they're going to keep this up. Do you remember the theme of the annuals was pulp heroes?
Yes.
That was fun.
That was-
I liked that one.
Is that the one that had the swashbuckling Batman one?
I think. Well, they all
No, that was
had,
Elseworlds.
they all
Elseworlds.
did like a different.
Because
Like
I remember
um,
Nightwing's cover on the annual.
Yeah.
It was a noir.
Well, it's got that
Redhead.
that brilliant Glenn Orbeck Aquaman cover where there's a woman. She's been chained to a block of concrete and she's floating like in the ocean, and Aquaman is swimming up. Such a good cover. If you like such things,
All right, well, we're getting to the end of
we're
this.
getting to the end.
That
aren't we?
is that marks the end for me.
George Perez Omnibus.
Yep. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, Absolute Infinite Crisis, Yeah, there you go. And of course, celebrating 40 years of comic masterpiece.
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns.
40 years.
I know. Can you believe that?
Totally.
Well, I mean, that would also be 40 years of Watchmen, 40 years of, because they all came out right around 85.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do you think Alan Moore will be participating in any 40th?
I don't know.
I can't even finish that question.
Celebration of.
Celebrate. Hey, maybe DC Direct will finally release those figures. You know
No,
what?
probably not.
It's not even funny anymore.
No.
Though the Rick Veit interview,
Yeah.
they were like, he's like, if Alan picked up the phone today and called me, I'd go work with him right then and there. Alan just has really bad luck with business negotiations. That's all he would say. And he kind of had that I know more look, but he's like, yeah, Alan seems to get the raw end of the deal a lot. He's like, I only got the raw end of the deal once. I don't know. I mean, you can say he's trying not to get on Alan's list because Dave Gibbons still hasn't recovered from that.
No, neither has Stephen Bissett.
Or
Well, he might have, but the last time I know he
Rick
was
Spread.
on that list for a while.
so there
All
we
right.
go. Once again,
So, thing to know: if you have subs, any of these things that we talked about, you can go there. They should be on our site. You can add them to your subs. We'll order them for you when it's time to order them. They'll show up in our FOC list. You're getting an email every week now. What's on FOC? So that's final order cutoff. You should be able to do that, and make sure you don't miss any of this stuff. And I'm being the commercial
no,
guy
that's fine.
because that's what
You-
we're doing here.
Yes, because
Yeah.
that's why we're here.
That's why.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes we also talk comic books. Whatever. It's a thing. Anyway, all that to say, read more comics and bye,
Spend
Jordan.
more money here. Bye.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye.